right. Hey, everybody. We just had NVIDIA stock hit above $10, up about 22% right now. So made a good call the other day. People asked me how I got here, how I learned about NVIDIA's. I posted this, I think Thursday or Friday of last week, back at 788. Had a huge move up since then. So let's go over everything real quick. First, if I go by the company website, deny cookies forever, and I see that it is pure play next gen semiconductor, right? So that kind of sets the tone. We're in the semiconductor space, in the nuclear space, so on and so forth. So just to be honest, a funny story. My lovely girlfriend came up to me the other day and she said, "Hey, babe, I've got this stock in my portfolio. I heard about it. I thought it sounded smart and it's doing really well." I said, "What is it?" She told me what it was. And I said, "Wow, this sounds like a lot of what I write about." So I go and look at the chart naturally. A lot of people give me a lot of tickers to look at. It takes me 3 seconds of looking at a chart to know if it's something that I care about. So let's look at the chart. Get a big up move in the summer when we make it past Liberation Day lows. And suddenly we're back on the build America, build semiconductor capacity, build for next gen, etc. Get a big move up. And we see this often, it's common, where you get what looks like it's going to form a head and shoulders. And before the right shoulder even gets a chance to form, you get a breakout. So, more tactically speaking, I have my buy level from that tweet on October 6th set at this 918 high, this left shoulder, what would be a left shoulder high right here. Here's your head. Wow, look at that. Straight across double tweezers. Nice head. Also, the fact that that's been taken out now, like smokes, that's support. So, anyways, you get a nice head here at 950. Prices come back down to this fake neckline, about $6, 550, $6. And then boom, on Friday morning breakout. So I bought, say I have a bag of 100 chips. I buy 50. I put 50 down on that first break right there, and then I'm going to put the other 50 down at the close of the day if the market confirms that completion of the pattern, which it did not. These are daily candles, so you can see here that the market closed back within the pattern on Friday. I had to live on Friday with the fear of, oh my gosh, what if all this tariff nonsense, boo hoo. And then what do we get? We get the Trump tweet where it turns out it was just a slight misunderstanding, billions liquidated, people really bad weekends, but it was just a misunderstanding. That's fine. So, anyways, today, Monday, as soon as we get back above that 950 level again, I'm taking the other 50% of my position and I'm putting it on. So that's what we did today. We're currently on the day. Navitas Semiconductor Corp is up about 23%. You see it's trading at about 10.15 right now. And I'm really gonna use Friday's low as my stop at $8, my full stop. I think that this tweezer top can be used as part of my stop there if I want to go intraday and find an area, maybe 850. There's $9, really easy levels here, but down in here 930, I may be willing to do if I want to play it tighter. And just to look at this pattern, the fact that it couldn't break back below $5. Remember from the hedge fund days that that $5 level is often a institutional barrier. So if something's, you don't hear about BlackRock buying penny stocks. You just don't. They buy the Apples, they buy the NVIDIAs when they've got to do reallocations and portfolio. But they're not buying things below this $5 level as a general rule of thumb. So this isn't quite a rectangle, but again, when I look at this almost head and shoulders pattern, reminds me of Google. Oh, sorry, keep doing that. It reminds me of this. Took over a year for Google charging on after this low in 2022 was formed, and we got long about $97 on this break right here. That's why all these are already drawn. But with this big head and shoulders potential, and part of it shook me out. I took partial profits there, and I've got no more Google until after this break of the right shoulder. So again, you get a left shoulder, you get a head, and then before there's even a chance for the right shoulder to form, you get what happened to Google. what happened in NVIDIA's stock today. And hopefully we get that here in Seoul, because you got your left shoulder, you got your head. And now, if Friday's low was the low for now, which we hope it was, then and this high gets taken out again, then it blows the lid off of this potential cup and handle pattern. And there's no reason, if that breaks, that I shouldn't have a $400 price target on Solana. So good pattern. That's what got me into NVIDIA. Shout out Maddie for putting it on my watch list. Spending a couple days, this time learning about it, spending a couple weeks learning about it, fitting it into the narrative of semiconductor plays and the build out of industrial America that is backed by legislation and backed by policy right now. The chart, you want to know what got us in? I know some chart wizards are rejoicing today. So you can all thank Maddie for that one. Cheers.